There is nothing so fine as this front porch of mine, where families gather and where love's defined. And on such a bright and sunny day, too. It looks promising.
Yeah, not for long. Those dark clouds in the distance are moving in fast. We'll be in for some foul weather soon.
Perhaps, but little rains never hurt anyone. We'll survive.
If you say so.
There's not a lot of traffic today. I wonder if anyone will come to visit.
Anyone in particular you're hoping to see?
Oh, not really. Any one of them would do.
Well, don't hold your breath. In case you haven't noticed, none of our children have come to visit for months, years in some cases. Maybe they're all dead.
Oh, they're not dead. If they were, we'd know.
Yes, we would.
Well, I was just hoping, that's all. I can hope, can't I?
Sure. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Oh, good Lord in heaven. Well, I think it's him. That's him. Yes, it is. Look, it's Charles.
Charles, are you sure?
Of course. I know his car anywhere.
Is he turning in to visit?
No, he's driving right past, and quickly, too. Well, even from this distance, I could see that frown he wears when he's worried about something. I wonder what he's worried about.
It's been a while since he came to visit.
Yeah, almost 2 years.
You don't think he's forgotten us, do you?
No, just worried about the day to day. Well, that can take up a lot of your life until you learn to let it go.
If you ever learn to let it go.
You're right, if. Well, he's driven past again. No visit today, I guess.
No, not with him or any of the others. They fit us into their lives at their convenience, which isn't often.
And to think, this home used to be the center of everything. Well, our kids loved it, and their kids loved it. There was a lot of love out here, especially on this old front porch. So, well, what were we talking about before?
We weren't talking about anything. You were.
Well, all right then. What was I talking about?
I don't know.
You don't?
No, I wasn't listening, not really.
Well, why not?
'Cause I was thinking.
What? You can't think and listen at the same time. Woman folk do it all the time.
Don't get me started.
All right then. Well, what were you thinking about?
Our offspring. I spend a lot of time thinking about them.
You never talk about it.
No, but I do think about them.
So, what were you thinking?
That something's not right.
Oh?
Yeah, like there's some news are coming, bad news. You know these things better than I do. You've been here longer than I have. You get the messages first. Have you heard anything?
No, not a thing. You think something's wrong with one of the boys? Or maybe it's one of the grandchildren?
I'm not sure, but something isn't right. I worry about them, and I always have.
Yeah, well, me too. I worry about them all.
The only person I've never worried about is you. From the moment we first met, it's been perfect. We fit together like two peas in a pod.
Do you remember where it was we met?
Of course, at a dance in town.
Oh, that's right. Do you remember when?
Sure, it was a Saturday night midsummer. There was music, hard cider, and more pretty girls than I'd ever seen in my life.
Oh, you remember them, do you?
Well, sure I do. It was the first time I had ever seen a goddess.
A goddess. Well, which one was a goddess?
You were. I remember it clearly like it was I'd been smacked over the head by a 2x4. I'd never seen anyone so beautiful in all my life. And do you know what the most amazing thing was?
No, what?
The fact that you were even looking at me in the first place. At me. There were more boys there than you could shake a stick at, and yet you spent all your time staring at me, and I just couldn't figure it out.
Oh, well, that was easy enough to figure out.
It was?
Sure, because I've always felt the same way about you. I'd never seen anyone like you before, ever. And I still haven't. You are truly fascinating. And you cut quite a figure in those days, too. But you were awfully shy, though. You hardly said a word.
Yeah. But you weren't shy. You were mighty bold, as I recall.
Well, I had to be, or we'd still be standing around staring at each other. Of course, I was in a bit of a dilemma. I had to figure out how to get you away from all those other girls, while at the same time not looking like some kind of a tart or a loose woman.
Oh, I never thought that about you, never.
Yeah, I know. You were always kind and sweet.
So that's when you unhooked all those horses?
I sure did. When no one was looking, I let them all loose and they started running around all over the place.
Oh, that was quite the commotion, as I remember.
Everyone took to the field and started chasing them down.
Yeah, everyone but you and me.
Everyone but us.
Right. But how did you know that I wouldn't join in and run off with the others?
Well, for a start, I saw you walking up the lane, so I knew you didn't have a horse to chase down.
Ooh, clever. True enough, yet.
But the most important thing was, I saw that look in your eyes, the one that said you were more interested in talking to me than in running through the fields with wild horses and young floozies.
And you were right.
And that's when we got together.
Yep. And everything else just seemed to fall into place. Over the years, we worked and sacrificed and raised our brood.
And yet?
And yet they seem so unhappy. I mean, look at Charles. He looks so worried. And I'd like to help him, but
you can't. You know that. Neither of us can. Well, not anymore. Well, not while they're still alive. It's only afterwards that we can help them. And that's when it's our time to shine. And we will. Guaranteed. That's what this place is for.
yeah, guaranteed.
Oh, hey, speaking of news, did you hear that the Cooks have come to join us?
Really? Cyrus and Edith? When did that happen?
Oh, early this morning. Both of them together.
Son of a gun. Where will they be?
Well, not far away, just beyond the pines, down at the bottom of the hill.
Oh, that's a pretty spot. I always liked it. Do you remember when they used to grow strawberries down there?
Strawberries in the lower field? Really?
Yeah, there was a good-sized patch down there once. Good strawberries, too. Huge, plump ones and real tasty like.
Now, what were you doing down there? That was all private property.
I was picking strawberries for money. And it was a good job for a kid in grade school. You were paid per basket. More baskets you filled, more money you made. I worked my backside off that year. It was hard work, but it was worth it. Hard work usually is. Oh, look, it's going to rain any minute now. Those clouds have really moved in. These winds picking up again fast.
Oh, I don't believe it. It's Charles. He's here. He's coming to visit.
You sure?
Positive. He's parked his car and he's walking this way.
So he is coming to visit, but why is he doing it now just for a storm? Must be bad news. Something's had to have happened bad.
Oh, something has. It's the grandchildren.
Oh, which one? Rachel or Rebecca?
The youngest, little Rebecca.
Oh. So now we know.
Hello again, folks. It's me. You know, it's been a while since I've been here. I don't get out to the cemetery often.
Better late than never, son.
It's been a while now. I'm sorry. I've got some bad news. Some really bad news.
We know.
It's Becky. She's sick. She's very, very sick. In fact, the doctor says she might only have a couple of days left.
I'm so sorry, son, but she's already gone.
I can't get my head around it. She's only 7.
She was, but not any longer.
Now she's timeless, infinite.
How can it be fatal? She's.
We'll look after her, son.
She looks so frail. And
we'll look after her.
to tell you the truth, I don't believe in this everlasting and eternal business. I never have, really. But if you can hear me, then please protect her. Don't let her be alone. Yes? Yes, doctor. This is him speaking. How's my little... No! Oh, God, no! Please! You told me she had days left.
We'll look after her, son.
Be brave.
Oh, all right. Tell him I'll be there soon. I'm on my way. She's gone. Or did you know that already?
Yeah, we knew.
My little H was gone.
Be with your family, son. They need you now. We'll look after things here.
If you can please protect her. Don't let her be alone.
She won't be alone, son. She'll be with us.
And she'll be here soon. Come along, old man. Let's prepare. Let's bring her home.
Where the loved ones gather.
Here on the old front porch.